Hey folks, welcome to another video from aplaintruth.info. Well, this I have personal experience with, so I want to speak about it. It's called citizen asset forfeitures, and you can see here it's become big business. Many of you don't even know what citizen asset forfeiture is, but you need to know what it's about. It's since citizen asset forfeitures has now passed burglaries in the United States. So what is citizen asset forfeiture, folks? Well, let's go to U.S. Attorney Jeff Sessions. He'll issue new directives to increase the government's use of civil asset forfeiture, a controversial practice that allows law enforcement, police, to seize property from suspected criminals without charging them with a crime. Suspected criminals, my ass. I've been pulled over 3 times along this corridor up here, I'll get to in a minute, for no reason other than they wanted to. My tire was on a white line was one of the reasons. So in 2014, Washington Post investigative series found that warrantless police seizures of cash through the equitable sharing program have boomed since 9/11, hauling in $2.5 billion. In 2014, for the first time, the U.S. government seized more property than the governments did. Basically, folks, they go and pull you over on the road. The new $100 bills with the blue strip has an RFID chip, and they're checking you to see if you have any money, and they will take your money. Now here, Roanoke Park is right below Santa Rosa here. We're under attack in many different ways, and up north is the growing triangle of Mendocino County and the Trinity area up there in Humboldt County, but they have to move it to the dispensaries. So while it's legal to grow and you have your medical permits and it's legal to sell at dispensaries, it's illegal to transport the stuff. So you've got to move the money and the marijuana back and forth, and this is where they get you. So as I said, I've been pulled over 3 separate times and looking for stuff because my truck's dirty and I live out a dirt road, and they see I'm from Mendocino. So they profile me and just pull me over for any reason, take apart my car, don't find anything, and then they leave the car as along the side of the road, just completely taken apart. Like I said, it's happened 3 times to me in the past 4 or 5 years, and I know many others happen to. But check this out. Roanoke Park's police officers have seized more cash and valuable assets from motorists than any other law enforcement agency in Sonoma County. The total came to $2.4 million. It's bounty, folks. The cops get to keep it, nearly as much as the 2 largest agencies combined. In just one of those years, 2016, they took from citizens, $1.4 million in assets, 25 times more than was confiscated in Sonoma's largest city, Santa Rosa, which is right next door. Look at the numbers: 800,000, 1.5 million. Sonoma's taken in total of 1.2 million over 3 years. The cops they're incentivized, and they get to keep some of the money as well. This is called citizen asset forfeiture, and they steal our money. And they give them bounties. They cut back on funding for the police departments, and so they give the cops more incentive, more reason to pull you over for nothing, more reason to take whatever they can from you. No conscience, no morals. This is the game, folks. So here we see a veteran loses over $60,000 despite lack of criminal charges. This was 2015. There's many cases like this you can look up. Federal government took in $60,000 of Brewer's cash with civil forfeiture, even though he was never charged with a crime. The decision lets many Midwestern states continue to take property from people who have done nothing wrong. They take the money, and then they dare you to spend more money to get an attorney, hire people to come back and get your money back, and many times the judges go, sorry. So in Winslow's case, they found 2 backpacks that had a strong odor of marijuana. Notice they didn't find any marijuana, just a strong odor, but they had $63,530 in cash, saving that cash during his military service from disability payments to buy a house with his uncle, and they took it. He doesn't get it back. All right, so just another heads up. Don't trust your government. Don't trust the police. Don't trust anyone these days that you don't know personally that you can trust. And even some of those people I'm finding I can't trust either. So asset forfeiture spiking like crazy. police departments incentivized a bounty hump on anyone and everyone, just another excuse to pull you over and see if you got money. And then these RFID checking devices in the $100 bill, they just scan your cars as you're driving by and see if you got the money. All right, just a short one, plain truth out. Thanks for listening. Catch you on the next one. I hope you're as pissed off and disgusted as I am about this practice.